Hey everybody, I'm outside in the park on campus. I brought my dog to school and I'm still thinking about the things I studied about grief and neuroscience and complicated grief and all these things that I'm learning. So I wanted to share some more things. If you haven't watched my video from the other day, I talked about the kind of unique position that people who are grieving from losses of sudden death, particularly drug-induced deaths or suicides, but I talked about other types of death, that it's harder and it's easier to develop complicated grief because of the negative emotions you experience, like guilt and shame and the stigma attached, and also not being able to talk about it. Isolation, lack of social support is a big indicator of whether someone recovers. But the biggest indicator I learned, and I'm going to study more about this, is cognitive functioning of the person, the unique person who's experiencing the grief. So it's evidence-based, like this has come up in a lot of research, that people who are resilient, by resilient meaning returning back to the level of functioning they were before the person died, or growing through, like transforming through the grief and then even functioning at a higher level. The difference is cognitive functioning, and if someone is, their baseline is normally like a negative worldview, negative view of self, or negative thought patterns. Now, the jury's out, as I say, as to what the definition of resilience is, if it's functioning at that level as before or as better than before. The jury's also out as to whether a person is resilient as a learned experience from that particular experience of grief, like the transformative power of grief in that particular instance, or if they were already resilient before the person died. I think that's really important. And I think that also speaks to what I said before about how these specific types of death can affect a person's identity and their sense of self. So with that, I want to talk about a positive emotion or practice that I'm going to study more about, and that's gratitude. So I'm outside, it's a beautiful day, it's nice breeze, and oh, I can't search the camera, but my dog is here, and another doggy just came over, and gosh, it's just a beautiful day, and my campus is beautiful. I'm out here at Boston College. It's a Saturday, so it's like pretty empty. There's just a few people quietly chilling outside, and it's sunny, and my dog is here, and he's a wonderful, positive thing in my life. But being able to practice gratitude, being able to be mindful in the present moment and just sit and appreciate. So I'm just naming things, right? Like this is something that you can do to generate positive emotions if you're going through a difficult time, and it will actually help you to get better. So the grass is green, it was soft, I was laying on it a little while ago. The trees are beautiful, I'm watching them sway in the wind. There's a ton of birds and squirrels, and the birds are singing. It's a gorgeous summer day. I'm relaxing, and my dog is here. So yeah, that was probably 10 or close to 10 things. So that's something you can do. And with that, I was going through a difficult time a few years ago, and I did a practice of 90 days of gratitude, and it changed my life, literally. I still reel from how much that experience helped me. So I want to say, if you're having trouble experiencing gratitude in the present moment or noticing, you can start by being grateful for something that already happened or something that's like coming up. Like that's kind of how I started, but I think the best thing to do is to just bring yourself right to the present moment. Like take a walk and just notice and just look for what's beautiful, see what sensations you're feeling, and start with that. And then hopefully maybe even keep a journal. You can list like 3 things a day that you're grateful for, or before you go to bed you can think of 3 things from that day that you're grateful for. And I think that the experience of gratitude and the practice of gratitude is really powerful and transformative. I hope to bring more of that to you in the future, and its connection to neuroscience and what it does for certain processes in the brain. So thanks for listening. Have a great day. Hope it helps. Love ya.